Have you ever wondered how yogis can control their bodies in ways that seem almost supernatural? This is a question that has puzzled many. The abilities of yogis are indeed extraordinary, ranging from controlling their body temperature to enduring extreme physical conditions. They can even attain prolonged states of deep meditation that give the impression of transcending the physical realm. These abilities are not mere parlor tricks, but rather the results of dedicated practice and profound understanding of the mind-body connection. They have been a subject of fascination and research for scientists, philosophers, and spiritual seekers alike. They have delved into the mysteries of yoga, attempting to unravel its secrets and harness its power. The yogic practices, passed down through generations, have proven that the human body is capable of feats that stretch the boundaries of our understanding. Although these abilities may seem extraordinary, they are deeply rooted in the millennia-old practice of yoga. The practice of yoga from which yogis derive their abilities is ancient and deeply intertwined with the spiritual history of India. Let's take a journey back in time to the dawn of civilization itself. Imagine, if you will, the fertile plains of the Indus Valley around 3000 BC. It's here, among the bustling cities and tranquil rivers, that the seeds of yoga were first sown. This was a time of profound spiritual exploration. The people of the Indus Valley left behind symbols etched in stone and pottery that hint at the earliest forms of yoga. They depict figures in meditative poses, suggesting a spiritual practice linked with stillness and introspection. As centuries passed, yoga began to find its voice in the sacred texts of the Upanishads. These ancient scriptures speak of meditation and ethical disciplines, elements that are still central to yoga today. Then, in the Bhagavad Gita, yoga took on a more defined form. It spoke of paths to spiritual realization through knowledge, selfless action, and devotion. But yoga wasn't always about the spiritual alone. Around the 11th century AD, a new form of yoga emerged, Hatha Yoga. This style placed an equal emphasis on the body and the spirit. It introduced physical postures, or asanas, and breath control, or pranayama, into the practice. This was a transformative moment in the evolution of yoga. The physical and the spiritual became two sides of the same coin, merging into a holistic practice that nurtures body, mind, and soul. So, from the ancient Indus Valley to the spiritual texts of the Upanishads and Bhagavad Gita, down to the physical spiritual fusion of Hatha Yoga, the practice of yoga has journeyed through time. It has adapted and evolved, reflecting the changing needs and understanding of those who practice it. Thus, yoga has evolved from an ancient spiritual discipline to a practice that encompasses both the physical and the spiritual, giving rise to the yogis we know today. In the modern era, yoga and yogis have transcended cultural and geographical boundaries. They have unfurled their mats in bustling cities and serene countrysides, from the highlands of Scotland to the beaches of Australia, from the skyscrapers of New York to the tranquil temples of Japan. As yoga spread, it began to influence and be influenced by the cultures it touched. It morphed into various forms, adapted to different lifestyles, yet retained its essence of uniting the mind, body, and spirit. Variations such as hot yoga, power yoga, or aerial yoga emerged, each with a unique blend of the ancient and the contemporary. The rise of modern yogis has played a significant role in this global spread. They are not secluded in Himalayan caves, but are amongst us, combining traditional yogic practices with contemporary wellness trends. They are fitness instructors, wellness coaches, corporate executives, parents, students, all embracing yoga's holistic approach to well-being. They use social media to share their wisdom, inspiring their followers with their flexibility and strength, both physical and mental. They lead yoga retreats, conduct workshops, write books, creating a ripple effect of wellness that extends far beyond their immediate circles. Yoga has woven itself into the global fabric, becoming a universal language of wellness. Its benefits, once considered mystical, are now backed by scientific research, further solidifying its place in modern society. Today, the practice of yoga and the wisdom of yogis continue to inspire and guide millions around the world. From ancient India to the global stage, yoga and yogis have come a long way. We've journeyed through the enigmatic abilities of yogis, viewed their mystical powers, and traced the birth and evolution of yoga. We've seen how this ancient practice has transcended boundaries, influencing and transforming lives globally. The modern yogi stands as a testament to this legacy, embodying a powerful blend of the past and the present. As we continue to explore and understand the wisdom of this ancient practice, who knows what extraordinary discoveries await us in the world of yoga and yogis?